nothing.
I
I
hear
think
nothing.
I did
Oh,
that before every single fun food and facts. So it's kind of funny. All right, Jenny, you're gonna go first. Let me spotlight your video. Oh, look, there she is. So I'm gonna introduce you real quick because I know that sometimes we do that and sometimes I forget. But Jenny Cheatham is a director in a champion team. She's not only in my org, but she's one of my very best friends, and she is the most amazing person and has the best ideas, and she tells you like it is. And I love everything about her. So let's give it up for Jenny Cheatham.
Yay! Yeah, so the whole tell it like it is thing, sometimes that goes well and sometimes it doesn't. I try to remember the basic how's that gonna land thing. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't. So we'll try and see how this goes.
Okay.
We're talking about fun. So here's the thing. Tupperware is a business and it's your business. And we've all had those jobs that were kind of fun. And we've had jobs that were not any fun at all. But since this is your business, you have to make it fun. And if you're not having fun, other people aren't going to have fun. So we have to talk about how to have fun. And our business is a party business. So when you think about parties, you don't think about not having fun. When somebody says, do you want to come to a party? If your response isn't, that should be fun, then they don't give very good parties. And you want to have fun parties. You want people to know that when they come to one of your Tupperware parties, they're going to have a good time. And I can't get my camera to stand still, but that's okay. Hang on. So when you think about parties, especially if you're a little kid and somebody says, you want to come to a birthday party? And, you know, your head gets filled with things like balloons and games and food and music and gifts. And that sounds like fun, and little kids love to go to parties. But when we get older, we kind of start to lose a little bit of that. And all of the fun and the magic and the whole unicorn sparkly things, unless you're Sam, sort of takes a back seat. But we don't want to do that, especially for birthday month. When you're inviting people to your parties this next week and all during birthday month, you want them to think birthday party and birthday fun. So you want like gift bags for your hostess planning things and, you know, fun kinds of food. You got all those cakes that you can make in the stack cooker. You can do tacos. Tacos are a fun food. People get to make their own stuff. You can do ice cream sundae bars with the server. Yeah, okay, we know what that is. But you know, food that's fun and games that are fun. Take some birthday hats from the dollar store. You get like 6 hats for $1, and you can get those noisemakers. Take them and pass them out. People kind of laugh at first, but they don't care, and it's fun. And they have a good time. They kind of loosen up a little bit whenever they, you know, get that stuff and have it on. Now, some people won't want to put it on their hair. Personally, I don't care. But you know, if they're not happy with it, they can blow in a noisemaker. That's cool. And so every time you say something they like, you can have them blow in the noisemaker and have a good time with that. The other thing that I do, excuse me, pollen here is lovely. For birthday month especially, is I take a shoebox and wrap it like a gift, but you have to wrap the top part and the bottom part separate so they can lift off the top part of the box because you get to take the box home with you. I'm going to tell you right now that part is not fun, but you get it. It just takes a minute. Wrap up your box and put some tissue paper in there and just put a little gift in it, any kind of little gift. And give it to your hostess when you get to the party, but she doesn't get to open it. She doesn't get to open that box until 2 of her friends date a party, and then she can have her birthday present. So that does 2 things. She can hold the box. As a matter of fact, I suggest she holds the box. I say, you know, hang on to that box. And every once in a while, I'll look at her and go, why don't you shake that box? Or how's that box feel? And it reminds her to talk to her friends about hosting a party. And it kind of takes the pressure off of you to keep asking people. You know, because she wants what's in the box and they want to see what's in the box. And she doesn't even get to open the box if she doesn't get the 2 parties. and I do take it back. If they don't get the 2 parties, I take the box back. I don't open it. They don't ever know what was in it. Drives people crazy. That's part of the, fun of the whole thing. So that's some of the things you can do for fun at your parties. I've also had, like we do, one time we had a lady that she wanted balloons, and that's what she told me. I want balloons at my party. And I thought, okay. So I took little pieces of paper and put them in the balloons before I blew them up. And they were just, balloons like I think I had them in a basket. And everybody got to pick the color balloon they wanted. And then whenever it was all over with, they got to pop the balloon. And inside it said things like, you know, um, party with me, and I didn't get like, you didn't have to do it, but it was fun and they liked popping the balloons, and you can play games with balloons. You can do just all kinds of things that make it look like a birthday party and have a good time. The other thing that I want to talk to you about is having fun whenever you're out and about talking to people, because sometimes that's hard for people to just talk to people whenever they're out at the bank or the grocery store or whatever. And I don't know how many of you actually participated in Tupper Awareness Day yesterday, but I had the best time yesterday talking to people that I have never met. And they might have thought I was a little bit crazy, but that's okay. I don't mind that. People that have known me for years think I'm a little bit crazy, so it's not a problem. But I would just walk up, and one of the things that I started with, because you have to have something to say. So, and I have decided that this is good for more than just Tupper Awareness Day. This is just a good thing to do if you know you're going to go out and friend find. If you have a little clipboard, and I would walk up to people yesterday, and my favorite ones yesterday, and I'm going to tell you this just because it's a fun story. I was on my way home from Columbus, and I still hadn't finished my scavenger hunt. And I needed and my team had their own scavenger hunt. So we needed somebody in a parking lot. And I had to go to the bathroom. So I pulled into this rest area, and I went in. And when I came back out, there was a guy and a girl that had just pulled up on separate motorcycles, but they were together. And they parked, and the girl got off, and she went inside to go to the bathroom. And I was getting back in the car, and the guy was standing there, and he took off his helmet and he lit a cigarette. And I thought, okay, he's in a parking lot and I need this, so whatever. So I grabbed my clipboard and grabbed my little bag with my flyer in it and my citrus peeler and my business card. And I walked over and I said, hi, I'm doing a scavenger hunt for my company. And would it be okay with you if I took just a second and you answered 3 really quick questions for me? And he was like, yeah, okay, sure. So, and that's everybody I talked to yesterday. When I started like that, they were all fine with just answering 3 quick questions. It wasn't a big deal. And I said, okay, my name's Jenny. And he said, my name's Terry. And I said, great, Terry, it's good to meet you. The first question is, have you ever been to a Tupperware home party? And he started to laugh. And he said, you want to wait till my wife comes back out? And I said, no, it's a scavenger hunt. It doesn't matter what your answers are. I just need you to answer the questions. And he was like, okay, no, I never have. And I said, have you ever been invited to a Tupperware Facebook party? And he was like, no, can't say as I have. And I said, okay, last question. Do you have lifetime warranty Tupperware products in your home? And he stopped for a minute and he didn't say anything. And he goes, well, lifetime warranty. And I said, yeah, like if something happens to it, we will replace it for free. And he goes, I didn't know anything about that for Tupperware. He goes, we have plastic stuff, but I don't know if it's Tupperware. And I said, well, if it's got like the little red lids on it, or if it's really flimsy plastic and it has the blue lids on it, that's not Tupperware, that's just plastic. And he was like, oh, okay. Well, we probably don't have a lot of Tupperware because isn't it pretty expensive? And I said, here's the thing. I said, do you work on your own motorcycle? And he said, yeah, I do. And I said, so if you need a socket or something, a wrench to work on your motorcycle, and you have to send your wife to the store for it. I said, and she goes to, we're just going to say Walmart. And she goes to Walmart and says, um, you know, this Walmart wrench is only $3.99. And over there, those Craftsman tools, they're expensive. So I'm getting the Walmart wrench. That's all he needs. And she brings it back home to you and you use it for 10 minutes and it breaks, then what happens? And he goes, she better not bring me a Walmart wrench. And I was like, well, that's kind of how Tupperware is. I said, because it should have got you the Craftsman stuff and you'd have broken it. Sears would have replaced it for free. I said, Tupperware does the same thing. I said, if something scratches, peels, or, breaks, I said, we replace it for free for the lifetime of the product. So, if Tupperware is a little bit more than the plastic you happen to have in your cabinet, that's part of the reason why. Plus, it's just a better product. Well, about this time, his wife came back out of the bathroom and she walked over and she goes, what are we talking about? And I said, we're talking about Tupperware. And she went, I love Tupperware. We don't have any, but I love it. And so I gave her the book and everything, and we talked for a few more minutes, and I got in my car and left. But, oh, wait, when we were talking for a few more minutes, I said, listen, in case you find any Tupperware at your house, or if you know somebody that has any that might need replaced, is it okay if I text you my number so that you will have my number? You can put it in your phone under like Tupperware Jenny or whatever you want to. And that way you'll know to give me a call if you have anything that you need replaced, or if you see anything in the book that you might want to, get and start your own Tupperware collection. And she was like, sure. So she gave me her phone number, which I put in my phone. I text my number to her, but now I have their first names. I have their phone number. And underneath in the little, like, that's their mobile number, but where it says home number, I just wrote Tupperwareness Day parking lot so that I know who they are. But it was fun. It was fun. It was nice and relaxed. It wasn't any selling. It wasn't, you want to have a party right now? And it just gives you something, to talk about. And somebody asked me today, well, are you going to call them back? And I said, yeah. I said, well, what are you going to say when you call them back? And I said, I'm just going to say, hey, it's Jenny. Remember me from the parking lot at the rest area? That's kind of a fun opener anyway. And I'm just going to say, listen, I was just checking back with you. I wanted to make sure that I was texting the right number, so I decided to call. Did you find anything that you'd like to have replaced or anything I can help you with? So that's just kind of a way to talk to people, to be able to get back with them, talk a little bit more about Tupperware. And it's fun. But, like I said, if you aren't having fun, they aren't having fun. So the other thing that we need to remember when we're doing our parties is if you've had a lousy day, leave it in the car. Don't take your bad day into this party. Parties are fun. And if you go in there thinking about all the things that might not have gone right that day, you're going to have a hard time looking like a fun person. And the other thing you want to do while you're in there, make them forget about their day. Have fun to where they aren't sitting there trying to pay their bills in their head, or, figure out why they were fighting with their teenage daughter before they left, or, why their husband was mad that they came to the party. Get that out of their head. Have a good time. Start fun and end fun and be fun all the way through the middle. That's about all I got, Sam.
Well, I loved it. I think that it's so funny. I think it's funny how your approach is, about you just walked up to the guy, like, hey, what's up? Because I think a lot of us would have waited for at least the woman to come out. And I think that was a really cool move to go up to him, because now you've won him over and she comes out and she wants to buy anything, then he's like, go for it, because it's lifetime guarantee. So you actually got both ends. I think that was really cool. That was neat. I loved it. Yeah.
It was fun.
Well, and you make it sound fun and I like how you said, I needed this person in the parking lot, and you just didn't give up, because you guys don't have to actually comment, but if you want to, how many of us would have been like, oh, well, I didn't get the last two or the last one. Oh, well, no one's really going to know, right? But we know, and I just think that it was just great to hear how you weren't fearful and you just went up and did it, and no one really cared. They weren't rude or mean or anything. It was just like, why?
No, nobody. All day long, I talked to people and started with the, hi, I'm doing a scavenger hunt for my company.
Yeah.
And you can use that anytime. They don't know if it's Tupper Awareness Day or Tupper Anything Day.
Right.
And the only thing that I will say about talking to people in the parking lot of the rest area is 2 of my children told me that if they had done that, I would be really mad.
Yeah, probably true. That's probably very, very true. But yeah, I mean, I think it's also probably a gut feeling, like, how do you feel about it? Did you have a good or bad vibe when they walked up? Could you relate to them in some way? I don't know. I mean, I think that, I guess you just have to play it safe whenever you do it. But no, I loved it. And I think you're absolutely right about having fun. So that's great. So thank you for sharing your fun ideas. We have some chats over here. Let's see.
Patricia, that's funny.
Oh, with the pretzel sticks and the weird noise.
No, she said he lit a cigarette. Yeah, she could relate.
Oh, I didn't read that yet. I even got that far. Misha wrote, well, yay for him not knowing all plastics Tupperware. True. Good word choices. Thank you. Fun ideas. I love the comparison of Craftsman. Everyone knows their warranty and can understand that. Awesome analogy with the tools. He lit a cig. Yeah. Okay. So actually, the funny thing about what Patricia's thinking is, for a half a second when you said he lit a cigarette, I thought you were going to walk up and ask him for a light. Like, that way into the conversation. You're like, hey, do you have a lighter? I need to, and then that would be like, okay, so now that we're smoking together, like, you guys, I don't know. I did think you were going to go there. I did. But when you didn't, I was like, oh, I was wrong. But that was really funny. Good. Okay. I loved it. Loved it. Okay. So now guess what? Laura's on. And she's going to go next. I was going to, but I'm going to have her go next. I'm going to finish up. So thank you so much, Jenny. Everybody give her a round of applause. We can clap in the chat. Oh, yep. All the way around, because we can't hear it, but we can see it, right? Let's see here. I have to find Laura. Where are you? Oh, Katie Georgakopoulos is on. Hi, Katie. There's Laura. I see you. Oh, Jenny stopped her video. Sad face. Just kidding.
I'll be back.
Okay, I'm just kidding, Jenny. Laura, you look like you have jail bars behind you.
It's the blind.
I know.
Okay, so is my video any better tonight?
Yeah, it is. I actually have the same exact line, so that's why, like, I know when I do my videos, I think the same thing. So yeah, it's totally better.
I'll look like I'm in jail.
Yeah. You're visiting somebody. I'm like, are you visiting somebody? Like, hang on, wait a minute. I gotta look behind me and do my video.
Yeah, but I had to get closer to the router, so this is what you get.
That's funny. You're in Facebook jail. Ha ha ha.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't do enough on
funny.
You are not frozen like before. I can hear you better. So I'm just gonna say, Laura, go for it, girlfriend. Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna introduce you because I didn't introduce you, and I introduced Jenny. So Laura is also a director with Champion. We have so many because Champion's amazing, and there's never too many directors. There's so many more that we could have in our organization. And she's a newer director, been around a very long time, and she knows her stuff. She's very, 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 very smart, and she knows numbers like in her head. It's just crazy to me. So I'm very excited to have Laura on tonight, and go for it, Laura.
Yes, Samantha, we all have our talents, and numbers are mine. So tonight, since I'm doing facts, I thought I would talk about planning for the month of May, but not only the month of May, let's go for the month of June. Because one of the facts that I have seen in my many long years with Tupperware is that we have these like massive Mays. We do these great parties in May, and we forget about June because we quit doing our party, our power hours. We quit booking parties for June, and then June rolls around, and our date books are empty. So my biggest thing that I can tell you is don't forget about June. We still have to keep our business going. We still have our bills to pay. And just because we have a ramping up, romping good May does not mean we can slack on June. So my video looks really slow on my end. It looks funny.
Amen, Laura. Amen.
So don't forget about it. Keep doing your power hours. Keep making those calls. Date those parties. Of course, you want to date as much as you can into May, because it is such a great month for our hostesses. But beyond that, you have to pay your bills in June too. So for those people that want to go into June, date them. Don't say, I'll call you later. Don't say, I'm only working on my May parties now, because you're going to need that June stuff too. And if you forget about it, the middle of May, the third week of May rolls up, and guess what? June is empty. And believe me, it has happened to me time and time and time again. So if you're having a big May, you should be having a big June and a big July and a big August. There's no reason to let it slow down. My other thing is, we get overwhelmed in our big months like Record Breaker or Big Week and in birthday month, because we do have so many parties, because they offer so much stuff for our hostesses. But our months are great every month. What we offer our hostesses every single month is awesome. So I never say that May is better than June or better than July, because they don't know that it is. So as far as my hostesses are concerned, or my upcoming hostesses, every month is great. They're going to get awesome, amazing stuff. There's awesome, amazing hostess specials every single month. And you have to portray it that way to them. Otherwise, when they get past, if they think, if it's the 20th of May and you're at a party and you say May is such an awesome month because it's birthday month, and you put that out there, then they're going to go, well, June's not as good, so I'm not going to do a party in June. And it's too late to do a party in May because I only have a few days left. So don't put it out there that way. You've got to be really careful that, with your hostesses, you want to let them know you're getting more. But when you're at those parties, if you're talking to these people, you make them know that every month is an awesome month that they can have a party. Because otherwise they will think that they can only do a May party to get the best of the best of the best. And that's not true. So, and make sure you keep party planning your hostesses for May, because we're overwhelmed. We have 2, 3, 4 parties in a week. It doesn't matter. You still have to party plan them. They don't know everything. And I'm sure that most of you, when you got into this business, it may have been the first time you've ever had a party, but we as consultants tend to think that people just know how to have a party, and they don't. And they may think they do, but they don't. So you need to coach them all the way through. You need to make sure they know that they need to contact their people in person. They need to invite them, whether they're doing Facebook invites or texting them or whatever. They need to invite, and they need to remind them. Hook your parties up with Tupper Connect. Hook them up with Facebook events. I wouldn't do a Facebook party if you're doing an in-home party, but hook them up with an event so that you can put little tidbits of information out there, things to draw them to the party. There's so much you can do for your hostesses that doesn't take a lot of time. If you're gonna, go out on Facebook for one party event, you can go out and do 6 or 7 at the same time. It's no big deal. It takes 2 or 3 minutes for each one, and you're done. Copy and paste, copy and paste. Nobody knows except you. Don't tell them; they won't know. Let me see what else is there. And keep your schedule straight. It's a really tough month because we are so overwhelmed. A lot of us work full-time jobs. I'm not one of them, thank goodness. But when you work a full-time job and you have a full party schedule, make sure that you are keeping your calendar straight. It's so important to make sure you write down everything you have to do, because these are the kind of months where we forget. We forget we have a party coming up. We forget that we have a doctor's appointment, or we forget the kids have a dentist appointment, or they have softball practice, baseball practice. Soccer practice is about to start. There's so many things going on. We need our own little reminder. So make sure you keep your calendar up to date. I am a big, and I don't have it in here with me, I am big on keeping my phone calendar up to date and setting reminders on it. So, and sometimes I don't set one reminder, I set 2 or 3 so that, maybe I have a party on Wednesday night, but I've got to watch the grandkids on Wednesday morning. I've got to take my car to the shop. So I will set a reminder for not only 30 minutes before, so I make sure I get where I'm going on time, but the day before. And that way I get that little reminder that says, hey, don't forget, you got to get ready for tomorrow's party. You got to get the stuff together, make that last minute call to those, find out how many guests are coming. At the same time, I've got a daily reminder for my, to show up at my son's for the kids, because heaven forbid I would be late to watch my grandkids, but it could happen. These are the crazy, crazy months. What else is there? Let's see. So it's all about planning. It's about you planning your days and your hours to make sure that you get everything in and don't forget anybody. There's nothing worse than forgetting to show up at a hostess's house. Believe me, there's nothing worse. It's never happened. I've showed up late, but it's never happened that I forgot about the party. Although I know people it's happened too, and it's not pleasant. So I think that's about it for me, Samantha.
Okay, I'm reading right here. I'm reading the comments.
Question.
June, July, I treat like one big month. That's a good idea. I still coach my repeat hostesses too. Things change and they don't always know the detail. Yes. And I have started asking my host to go live on Facebook when I'm doing their party. Yeah, that's actually pretty powerful, Becky. So I loved all your ideas and they're all so true. You're so right that we need to think about all of those things, you know, like treating it like that, because I've made that mistake where I talked about how great May was and then I couldn't date them into June. They're like, well, I'll just wait and do one next May. Next May? No.
Yeah, next May's never going to happen.
Right, exactly. So no, I agree completely wholeheartedly with you. All right, Laura. Oh, yes.
I do have one more thing, because so many people were out on Top Awareness Day and they were friend finding. Don't let those leads sit. We may be coming into May and it's really super busy. Those need to be your power hours. And I mean your #1 power hours, especially those people who you got information that are interested, because every single day that you let them sit, they lose 10% of their interest in anything you said to them.
Right.
Whether it's about having a party, joining your team, or replacement parties.
Right.
So get on the phone and call them all, like now, right now, unless they give you a reason not to. But talk to all of them about having a party, you know, and, you know, do it the mountaintop theory. You start at the top of what you really want from them, those people that you thought would be great on your team, you go there first. And then you drop down to having a party. And then you drop down to the catalog party, and then maybe the Facebook party. Or the, like for me, it's always a combined Facebook and catalog party. They don't get off the hook with just a Facebook party until I've completely eliminated the catalog option. But use that theory and drop it down, because you would be surprised when you keep asking how many people are going to say yes.
Yep.
But if you got those leads yesterday and you wait till Friday or Saturday to call them, that yes is pretty much like a 70% no now, because they're not interested anymore. And May's the perfect time to make this happen for you.
And actually, I'm going to tell you, that's how I even got in the business, because Ellen was the mountaintop there with me. If she would have asked me to do a party, I would have said no. But she asked me to sell first, and I went, no. I think I might even have said, heck no. I was like, no. I was really mean no, you know? And she's like, well, why don't you have a party and get free stuff? And I went, yeah, all right, I'll do that. And that's exactly how it happened. But if she would have started with a party, it might not have happened, you know? So, love it. Okay, it looks like Laura's frozen now. So, we're going to mute you. Oh, now you're on frozen. There you go. You're out of jail. Yay! Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I was just sitting still.
All right, I'm gonna mute you back up because there's an echo with yours. Okay, so listen, I gotta tell you guys something funny that I did, because as you know, I'm not the best cook in the world, and the only reason why I can do things at all is because of Tupperware. So I was trying to cut cheese in half, and I really made a big mess of it. So I think that a normal person probably could take our knife and cut it in half. I'm not a normal person. That didn't happen right. So I have lots of little chunks. So what I'm making will be okay, but it's not going to be good enough for me to do it twice tonight like I was going to. All right, what am I making? I should use the shredder slicer cone. No, no, because I need them to be bigger. Not that big knife. I need the cheese. I do have a cheese knife. Oh, that's why it's called a cheese knife. Dang it. I have a Tupperware cheese knife. It never dawned on me. That's how I cut your cheese in half. Oh, dang it. Okay, well, next time. Corky's gonna have a fit when he comes home and sees this mess. Anyways, we're gonna talk about these, and I'm gonna tell you why. These are really inexpensive right now. These are some of my favorite pieces. Let me set this down for just a second, because I want to show you these. These are some of my favorite pieces. Yeah, that was my aha. It's so true. I'm just can't even believe I never thought about that. Whatever. This is why. This is if I can do this, so can you. Oh, rolling my eye. I know Pam Callahan's rolling her eyes really big at me right now. I just know it. I can feel it. All right, so these were, when these came out, I didn't use them at first because at the time I really didn't have like a use for them. I mean, I used them for like leftovers and things, but now I'm doing a lot more of meal planning, so I use it for that. But these are the cutest things ever. I couldn't believe how cute they were, and I want to tell you, these sell like hotcakes at my vendor shows. Hotcakes, people love them, and so they're buy one set, get one set free. I believe it's $18. Correct me if I'm wrong. I am wrong a lot. But these are only for the last week of the month. And so here's what I thought. Sometimes, you know, we want to sell multiple things of one item. And I remember years ago, I was at some function, like a Jubilee or a Summit, I'm not sure which one, and one of the girls who became a 5-star director in a year, and then had a 5-star director under her in like a year. And I was like, what the crap are you doing? You know? And she said from stage, one of the things she did was she picked a product that was fairly inexpensive, usually like maybe something in the sale flyer, and she would promote the crap out of that. It was like her deal of the week or deal of the month or whatever it was. And she had a goal of how much of that specific item she was going to sell. And she put her orders in every single week. And so if whether it was this and it was only for 2 weeks, or it was something else and it was for the whole month or whatever, she'd put her orders in every week, you know, every Friday. And she had a goal, and that was like her on her off time. Because, I mean, let's be real, guys. We have off time, and we say we don't when we do. Am I guilty of this? 100,000,000%. Not going to tell you what I got done today. Although I did get some things done. But I had time to do other things that I did not do, just so we know. Anyway, we're not talking about me right now because we don't need to hear that. We need to hear this. But I want you to take this last week, if you don't have any sales or some sales, or you need to have like incremental sales, right? And you want to add more to it, and then have a number. So I have my cell phone with my calculator here. So let's see, they're $18, right? So let's say I want to sell $500, divide by 18. I need to sell 27.7, so let's just say 28. You need to sell 28 sets of these. Let's just round. Who doesn't want to do 28? 30. You're going to sell 30 sets of these, and how are you going to do it? Well, you're going to go live, and you're going to talk about them. You're going to show the pictures online. You're going to send text messages. Do you know the power of the text message? Do you not know that yet? Sending a little picture, you know, even if you have a picture of yourself with it. And just say, hey, these are buy one set, get one set free, $18. Figure out what it'd be like shipping and tax. Say if it's shipped right to you, it's this much. If it's shipped to me and I deliver, it's this much. Whatever you want to decide. That way it's like a, you know, like a flat, right? So for example, I'm just making up a number. Okay, you don't have to use this, but you know, $20 with shipping and tax. Again, we know that's not shipping and tax. I'm just making up a round number. So figure out what that's going to be, and go through your phone and start texting people, instant messaging people. Posting on Facebook might get you some, going live might get you some, but being like personal. So did you know that most cell phones, I'm going to say most because I'm not very familiar with non-iPhones, but I'm going to say most cell phones, if you click on your messages, you can literally record yourself with a video. Hey, these are so exciting. They're buy one, get one free. Are you excited? You gotta have one. Okay, not that, but you can say that and then send. And then that way they're actually hearing your voice, right? Like this, they're getting excited. And did you know on Facebook Messenger, somebody was doing this to me, and it actually annoyed me at first until I realized this is actually a really great idea. I was messaging her a message, and instead of messaging me back, like a text message back, she was hitting the microphone and talking into it and then sending it. So it got quicker, and I could hear her excitement in her voice. I was like, oh, you know, like that's kind of neat. So just think about that. Think about how you can use the technology that we have around us. So your goal is 30. You're going to sell 30, and we're going to make a Lunchable today. So if you want to get a cute little juice box, they will fit inside of here, but this is how easy it is. So I have my little meat. I say bologna is better for this only because that's what's in Lunchables. Not that it's better for you, but we have ham in the house. So you take a Tupper Mini, and this is the exact circle of cracker that is in a Lunchable. So you make like little cookie cutters of it. Look at that. And these look just like Lunchables. Okay, so then you pop them out. Oops, maybe I should cut in that one a little bit. There we go. There was some fatty meat in that one. And you cut them out just like you're cutting out cookies, like a cutout cookie, right? Just like so. Ugh, so gross. Actually, it's not gross. I just can't eat it. So I say it's gross so that I don't want to eat it. So then you have your little crackers, right? And then you have your cheese that you would cut with a cheese knife. But some people don't know that. So we're going to cut them out like this. And so then you have your little cheese, like so. So you have your cracker, your cheese, your ham, and your other cracker. Just like a Lunchable, right? Isn't that so cute? And so then you can like put them in here. So you have your meat in here like this. Ooh, and then you have your cheese in here like this. And then you have your crackers in here, or you can put them in here. It doesn't matter how you do it, right? Like that. And then my husband said, oh, we should get gummy worms to put in there. So you can put some gummy worms in there because kids love gummy worms, right? And then if you want to put a juice box in there, or if you want to feed your kids more junk food and you don't have a juice box, I tried to just cut this cookie in half. It didn't work, but you can put a cookie in there like so. Ooh, look at that really unhealthy Lunchable. Right? But that's what's in them. And let's be real when I say that these Lunchables are really, really expensive, right? So if they're expensive at the store, you're paying like $1 to $2 for one Lunchable. When you could go and get the lunch meat, you can get the cheese, you can get like the big thing about the juices, so your juice box will fit in there, right? Everything will fit inside of here, and you can make how many? And if they have the buy one, get one freeze, like so, oops, sorry, buy one, get one freeze, then you can have 4 little Lunchables all set up like right in the refrigerator. So when the kids want to go to school, they just, all you have to do is grab one and put it in their lunchbox and go. And that's all you have to do. And so, yeah, feed the kids crap. I'm not saying you got to feed the kids crap. If you want to, you can feed them non-crap, okay? But I think that this is probably a little bit better crap than the stuff that's in the Lunchable, because those are full of so many preservatives, because they make them, think about when you make a Lunchable, let's think about it. How long ago was that Lunchable made? And then what's on it to keep it from not going bad, right? And then it's being shipped to all these stores and it's sitting in the shelves for how long? And I know they have like an expiration date on them, but really an expiration date on some of them? So even though this isn't healthy, and you could go healthy if you want, you could put like a little wrap, make wraps and then cut them in half and put a wrap here and put some veggies and some fruit. You can do that, that's fine. But, snacks for when the kids come home from school, totally fine, yes. This is just a way to think about if your kids want that Lunchable and you don't want to spend all of that money on it, right? That's just the point of it. And that you can sell these so easily. And think about the meal planning. They look at the bento boxes. This is a really good buy one, get one free. Is it really expensive? No, it isn't. And that's why you might have people buy multiples. Okay. You know what? Kids are getting out of school soon, and you're going to need to get stuff for the teachers. So maybe you could buy something for the teachers and you could put something in it, right? Or maybe like other people are thinking about their teachers. Like if you have to buy 4 or 5 or 6 gifts, these are really inexpensive things that you can get for them. So I'm just thinking of what can you do for this very last week of the month to be able to bring in more sales for yourself, right? And then also, something you can do that's really cute if you like those things. Because I tell you, these Lunchables sell. They wouldn't keep making them if they didn't sell. They sell like for real sell. All right, we have comments. There's a whole lot of them. Let me go back to the top. Let's see here. Okay, my customers reply more to text messages than anything. Actually, that's true. Mine do too. My customers prefer text messaging, and it's kind of weird for me at first because it's a transition that I have to get over, but they do. OMG, my OCD is screaming, you are just randomly going around and wasting some meat. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I did. It won't be wasted though, let's say that. I'm not gonna eat it, but somebody here will. This is amazing. Cut out meats for Lunchables in the juice box. Yeah. OMG, love it. It's same about the OCD. Sorry, guys. I'm OCD about some things, but not that, I guess. Cute. Used to do that with animal cookie cutters for preschool mates. Oh, animal cookie cutters. Or, you know, you could use the Shape-O toy for cutters too if you want. I was using the round thing because this is the shape of the actual Lunchables and they fit on the cracker. But a kid will eat all of that. They will. Feed the kids crap. Yep, that's true. I'm grandma. I can get away with feeding the kids crap. They eat candy for breakfast. I agree with you. The OCD wasting. I'm not going to waste it. I promise. Snacks are when they come home from the school. Yes, I think that's a really good idea. Even if you're not giving to lunch. But the OCD peeps use the scraps in a salad. Thank you, Becky. But I'm not going to use mine in a salad. Those are cute for crafters. Oh, they are cute for crafters. You're right. Okay, so I'm going to make a post. Feed your kids homemade crap you make yourself. I know lots of moms will laugh because that's what they say too. You know, it's so true. I mean, we're going to feed our kids crap anyways, right? So you might as well homemade the crap yourself. That's funny. I'm not OCD. I just make a sandwich with the leftover meat and cheese and be my lunch. This was really funny. You guys, I like the chat tonight. You crack me up. Could use a leftover meat for omelets. True. All these things I could use a leftover meat for. You want to know what I'm going to use a leftover meat for? I'm going to tell you right now. Edison, are you hungry? Eddie, he's literally passed out. Eddie, you want some meat? That actually scares me. He's never not got up for food before, but he must be really sleeping. But he's probably going to eat the rest of it. Let's just be real. The cat. Oh, yeah, my cat's sitting right by me. Mouse, do you want a little piece? Do you want some meat? Oh, she liked that. Okay, food for the animals. Well, they gotta eat, don't they? All right, so I'm gonna stop the recording. First, I wanna say thank you guys for all getting on tonight. I'm gonna stop the recording and then we're gonna talk for just a second. So we stop the recording.